Okay, time now for the Keiser Report. I'm Max Keiser, and checking in from Connecticut is Stacy Herbert. Stacy Herbert, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Max Keiser.
Lots going on. Let's get right to it. Hit me with a headline.
I have some headlines here that I noticed. Silver shortages accelerate as wholesale supplies plunge. Keiser 1, JP Morgan 0.
That's right. Zero Hedge picked up on this. The wholesale market for silver is dried up because of the campaign to decimate JP Morgan by exposing their multi-billion-dollar silver position that they're holding short on their books. Every penny of the price of silver that goes up, JP Morgan comes closer to being extinct. And I liken this to that scene in Star Wars. Remember when Luke Skywalker, he's flying into the Death Star, and he has to hit that exact little spot in the Death Star to explode the Death Star. That little spot is the vulnerability of the global banking system. That's the one little spot that holds together the entire global banking system. If that were to explode and the price of silver go to $50, $60, $70, then JP Morgan and the U.S. government and the Federal Reserve Bank in Washington explode like the Death Star in Star Wars. So we all must let the Force guide us. Let the Force help us in getting the price of silver to $50, $60, $70. So we put the Death Star of JP Morgan out of business, Federal Reserve out of business.
As you see, your campaign is spreading across America.
Oh, it's all over the world. And we're getting now videos in many different languages. This is a global insurrection against the banking occupation. For those countries that have not yet been terrorized by the banks on Wall Street, it's still a good time to start buying your silver. Go into that little vulnerable spot in the global banking system, that JP Morgan short position in their silver on the balance sheet, explode that, and the whole thing comes tumbling down, and freedom shall reign. Stacy Herbert, thanks again for being on the Keiser Report.
Thank you, Max. I'll keep an eye out for these hedge fund managers. You never know if they're in the backyard or anything.
Yeah, just if you see one, whack them.